All right, I'm gonna tell you how weird it is to be stalked. Um, it's people who are monitoring me based on what it is I say and I see from my actual from my monitor here. I'm looking outside. 5 minutes ago, I was looking with a different network of circumstances by way of a bevy of social media supervised realities, and I'm saying to myself, as it is, um, I'm talking. So what happens is I'm describing things and circumstances and things of that nature, and I'm looking around the apartment complex. There happen to be two or three or four people in the apartment. I mean, looking out phones right now from the superintendent's apartment over there, manager. They're listening to me right now. Even they clocking me on something totally different. I mean, this is not Facebook. And as they see this, they're actually collecting information on their enemy, information for their legal representation. They're trying to pursue me and have been stalking me for the past 4 to 3 years or 5 years by way of me living here and by them knowing I live here and people endorsing HIPAA laws. My information shouldn't have spread around the planet this fast. They know my actual doctor's records in Beijing and in Iraq right now, and most likely in Afghanistan, because doctors and people and things like that. But to say that I'm not being stalked, I mean, these people have no business, I mean, admiring the reality of my secured Facebook. They don't have sign a waiver that said they could do that, but I'm talking on it. They're coming in and outside to be on it. They're collecting people inside. I'm saying they're stalking me right now. By way of these circumstances, I mean, these people came outside. It's time to come out. They have sacred societies and stalkers. This is what they do, and I'm not saying it is a harassing reality that I'm not being so small as to inculcate or to encapsulate and something like it's harassing me. What's irritating me is the remarks that they speak and the deluge of a circumstance of personal investigation. I really don't get it, but you do. You do surely get it. Certainly. To say that they can't be some type of FBI just because they watch my Facebook public recordings and they're not friends. And they can't present legal FBI circumstances by way of, you know, perversely looking at my Facebook page and, expecting one of these. I mean, what am I going to do? Give free tickets to go to China? They believe that when the Venezuela army and their interim president and the Pope finishes, that they're going to be shipped off to China because their skin is so light. They're more white than black people seem that are white just because they're not in the scene. We just speak proper and relevant and have perfect accents. I mean, their next plan is to go from Superior Court of Trenton, New Jersey to China. And then they're going to chill with Kim Jong-un and go to Lebanese and be Lebanon. And I can't say it, but to say that makes me uncomfortable here and they're watching. And the way I wanted it was that I could get my actual home fixed. I could get some closets, some nails, and I would have been satisfied with that 4 months ago. Some nails in the closet, a new door, because they broke it when they attacked bats, things like that. This goes on, and that happened. But with all this, I can't make a phone call to this actual individual, or be in a bevy of conversations, because the manager and the landlord happen not to be capable of outfitting me with the reality of the fixtures in my lease. They broke the lease because these individuals made false allegations, and they're acting so perverse and disgusting. They're even now discussing what I just said on Facebook with who it is that they're talking to. And what I was saying is, as fast as these people run around and do this and that, this line of communication that I have with individuals, people speaking, they could just say, all right, we could come here. But why would it be that they sicken me? Seeing them on television, hearing their voice would sicken me. Yet to say Michael, the minister of war, the angel, the archangel, is being pushed in everybody's household because they're trying to fix the jury. They're trying to educate their students, their witnesses, to the reality of what Michael is. Something that Michael can never be, and never was, and never will, and never acted or behaved as, and never proved the benefit of, with regards to my superhuman intelligence and endurance and supervised, disciplined, reactive reality, to say that that's fashionable fatality, inviting someone who thinks so highly of themselves into your home and, preaching him quite like, they would think the Bible with the devil in it, they would call the devil Bible or something as the Holy Scriptures because he's an ending. No, I am not Satan. I'm going to live too long. I'm not in trouble. And that's probably what they're saying. But to say that goes on is fantastic. They need to be called on their actual stalking premises and their reality. This individual stopped working 3 years ago because he had to start watching my Facebook every day and every night, and seeing what was public and what's published, and this and trying to see if he could impede on my publishing, hook up with some type of producers, try to see if they could stop producing. And that's been the job, and that's Asic basic what happened here.